Hello, welcome back to our channel. I'm Sam Umar, and in today's video I'm going to discuss my latest composition called The Airport. If you haven't watched the first episode of Scoring to Picture, you can go ahead and watch the video, link above and below in the description. In the opening of this video you hear the music against picture that I took in Narita International Airport in Tokyo, Japan, during my stay in Japan. And in today's video I'm also going to discuss the compositions, about the instrument that I use, and then also a little bit about the mixing process. For the compositions, I wrote using this notebook, and there are two melodies, just like the previous episodes. I used two melodies or two themes. The first melody or the first theme is played by piano, and then the second melody is played by cello, and then afterward I combine the two melodies into one melodies or one theme. Okay, now let's talk about the instrument that I use for this composition. For the first theme or melody, I use the piano, and it sounds like this. It's in A major. And for the instrument, I use this Grand Rhapsody from Waves, just like in the previous video in Osaka, composition called Osaka. And it's just a simple melody like this. And then I use the strings for the harmony. This high string, and this one is from the Miroslav Philharmonic. This one, the 23 filings. Now comes the second theme or second melody. For the instrument, I use the instrument is cello. The instrument is also from Miroslav Philharmonic. It's cello. This one, cello full. I render the MIDI into this the audio file for the mixing purpose. We'll get to that later in the video. By the time the cello is playing the second theme, the harp, this one that there's a harp is playing the first theme that originates from the piano. So the harp is playing again the first theme with a little bit variation. So it's not the same note by note from the piano. And for the harp, I used this from the, I think this one, the symphonic, Sonatina Symphonic Orchestra. That's the library name. And this one is free, and I use the SFZ player for playing this library. And then I also use these strings from for the harmony. I also use this string from Spitfire audio, and this library is free, just like I mentioned in the first episode. So there are two strings playing this from the left and also from the mirror's left. You hear only the strings like this. So the strings from the left is playing in the middle register, and from the philharmonic mirror's left is playing the high register. The strings from left is playing the middle and the low. Because in the first sections, you only play in the middle like this. And then it comes the lower registers playing the bass, the double bass. Now, in the third sections, I combine the two themes into one theme. Now, the first theme, which played by the piano, is also doubled by the flute, and the flute comes from also from mirror's left philharmonic. So the two are playing together. Sounds like this. I need to double the melody, because if only the piano is playing while the orchestra and also the second theme are playing, we will not hear the piano, right? Because the orchestra and the second theme will dominate the piano sounds. So I doubled the melody, the first melody with the flute. And the harp, which when the second melody is playing, the harp is playing the first melody, right? And then when it comes to the combinations, when I combine the two themes, the harp is playing another melody, just the harmony for the rest. It's like I remember that from the John Williams Jurassic Park thing. And then at this point, the strings, which is playing the harmony, the strings also help the melody from the cello part. Only this part. I just solo this cello part and the strings. They're playing. Okay. So the strings is also playing the melody from the cello. Also, I noticed the flute part after this part, the strings playing the melody from the cello. The flute is like answering that melody, that the three figures melody, that na 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 na, and then the flute like answering the. Actually, this when it's played by itself on the piano, like here. It doesn't have its. The function is different when it's played alone and when it's played together with the other thing. When it's played alone, it's just like a standalone melody, right? But when it's combined with the other theme, it's like that melody is answering the other theme, especially in this part. And for the hard part, I double that note with the French horns and trombones. And then also I use this low, this one I called low. This one is from Retro 2. The patch is dynamic synth pop bass. It's just adding the low part when it's playing the second theme by the cello. It's like that, just adding the bass in the low part. And when it comes to when I combine the two melodies together, I added the upright bass. This one is from the contact player, the factory selections. I think it has great sound, but for the low register. So I added again the low part with this instrument. So the two low parts will sound like this. Okay, now is the part of the mixing process. This I only talk about one thing or two things. Like this one from the cello part. I use this from Waves. Is the high construct stereo. This plugin is very useful to add to push the audio a little bit. If I bypass this plugin, it sounds like it doesn't come to the surface. But when I enable the plugin, you can hear the difference. I bypass. It's like a sinking down. It doesn't appear that much when I enable the plugin. It will appear more. I really like this this compressor plugin from Waves. And then and the other one that I want to talk about is this the automation, like this for the string part. It's like for adding the dynamic. It's just not like the flat sound. So it has a tension and then it decrease and then it increase again like that. So the automations is for the expressions. will sound more natural, like the real player playing the strings. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.